So yeah, Bo Ilsø, Nokia Growth Partners, and I'm here just to say a few things about Johannes. I'm not going to talk about travel, which is, as most of you know, one of the first big categories that really went online and mobile. And some people are asking about how you're still building big businesses in travel, and Johannes is very busy doing that. Johannes and I met the first time in December of 2013, and it was love by first sight, in a sense that we meet thousands of entrepreneurs. I've been an investor for 12 years. Once in a while, there is somebody that really stands out, and Johannes was really one of these entrepreneurs. One of the most important things he did was that he didn't use any PowerPoint slides, but he just used a flip chart to explain how he was building his business, how he thought about his expansion, and then he did like all good entrepreneurs do. He played hard to catch. So we had a longer courtship, but we were very happy to become an investor here recently in the second half of last year. And I'm very, very sure Johannes will go to build a very big company. And Johannes also has an amazing capacity to grow with the business. So these were all the things that Johannes doesn't want to say about himself, but I can say. So Johannes, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Now my face is so red, I don't know what to say anymore, to be honest. Thank you, Bo. That's very, very kind of you. Moving on to online travel. Who of you is a little bit more energy in the room? So I see everyone after lunch is a little bit tired. Who of you has used GetYourGuide before? Please raise your hand. I love it. It's getting more and more every single year. But so next year when I'm back, I really want to see all hands up, okay? And I do my best now to pitch you why you should use the product. So GetYourGuide is the leading online travel platform for booking travel activities. So anything that travelers can do in destination. That means we are the largest ticketing platform, for instance, for the Eiffel Tower, for Madame Tussauds, for the Spree River cruises here, anything that travelers do in destination. And we're present on desktop, tablet, on mobile apps. So we have numerous different surfaces how we interact with customers. Now, you might think, what's the big deal? So I tell you what the big deal is. The travel industry, as you think about it, normally is just a flight and a hotel, right? How you get there and where you stay and where you sleep. And all the big travel giants that you'll see after me talking today have all just been worrying about transportation and lodging. And that is where all the money is on online today. However, and that's where GetYourGuide is special. If you think about it, why do actually people travel? Why do you go to a destination like Berlin when you go for leisure? You don't go for the hotel, and you certainly don't go for the economy flight here, right? You go for the experience. And GetYourGuide is the first global online portal that is a travel company that is experience-driven. So we are all about what you do there and not how you get there or where you stay. And that is a $100 billion market opportunity. If you look at it, just the European market is $50 billion a year. Travelers spend 30% of their discretionary travel spend in the destination, meaning that they spend it for sightseeing tours, for attractions, for transfers, shows and events, etc. The problem, however, is that up to date and up to the point where GetYourGuide came on the scene, this entire market was totally fragmented. And whenever I ask my friends and family, how do you actually find these activities? How do you find these attractions? People say, I don't know, so maybe I Google it, or maybe I found a brochure in the hotel or talk to the concierge. But those are not very great discovery options in the day of mobile, right? Of data, of being able to connect to all the activities that travelers can do, instantly. So we are solving a massive dividing problem between suppliers who are typically companies that make less than $1 million in revenue. Yeah, sure, there are companies like the Eiffel Tower who have 8 million visits a year, make a few $100 million in sale, but the average supplier on our platform, of our more than 10,000 unique suppliers that are now using GetYourGuide to sell their inventory, the majority of them actually make less than $1 million a year, have a tech budget of $30,000. So they are very small family-run businesses that are longing for distribution but don't have the technological means to do it. And that's where we come in. Second big differentiator is we as a platform create trust GetYourGuide is by now a fairly well-known brand in Germany and continental Europe, growing worldwide. We have millions of consumer reviews at this point in time, so people can really make an informed decision of what they do in destination. Because people actually surprisingly don't care so much about the price for activities that they do in destination, but they really care about quality. That time that you spend in destination when you travel with your family and friends, that's the most valuable time of your year. So we provide this really important piece to why you traveled. How does it work from a business model point of view? We are a marketplace where consumers can book directly and instantly. We take the money and we take a commission from our customers before we pay it out to suppliers. We also have a partner network that includes people like Booking.com, a presenter that will come right after me, and that refer traffic to us. We have raised in total close to $100 million from people like Keith Coolan, who is the founder of Booking.com, one of the earliest guys of Booking.com, or like most recently Bo from Nokia Growth Ventures and KKR. We're very happy about our investor base. However, if you think about this market, we are still in stage one. This is day one. This market is very, very, very early. What I want to do with travel is that you have a remote control in your life, which is your mobile phone, and you can select what you do in a destination at your fingertips at any point in time. You can choose whatever you want and whatever suits your needs and whatever is good for you based on our recommendation and services, and you can book that instantly. So think about landing in Paris and getting this perfect culinary experience, this perfect cooking class, the perfect museum visit, art gallery show, and transport from the airport to your hotel, just with one click. That's what I want to do. And that's what we're working on at GetYourGuide. But the supply is not ready yet, and we are providing them with the technological means, the reservation systems, the full tech stack to actually make this dream a reality. And we are doing very well. What's even better is that there's a massive push now from players that we work with on top. So the big platforms, the Googles, the Facebook of the world, and their product initiatives towards travel activities. So more of these big travel products go away from just doing flights and hotels to actually building products on top of our reservation systems and on top of our supply base, which is in-trip opportunities. So Google is just launching a in-trip app where you can actually find interesting things to do based on when you're available and where you travel. Facebook is on the verge of doing the same stuff. All very, very good news for us because we are the gatekeepers of this inventory, and all of these initiatives are built on top of our platform and on top of our content. So last slide, what I want to leave you with, GetYourGuide has been at NOAH for a couple of years now. It's gone really well for us. I'm very proud of what my team has been able to accomplish. And we're not out here to make a quick buck. We're not out here to just build another sort of small ancillary revenue product. I believe in three things for the next very big travel company. Number one, it will be experience-driven. I think that's exactly where we're at. Number two, it will be focusing on mobile. And number three, it will be fully international. GetYourGuide is experience-driven, is mobile-driven, and is on the verge of getting really, really international. So we want to build the very, very biggest travel company in the world and the next big player in online travel. And if you like that pitch, please use the product and come back with me next year with a good recommendation of how we can improve our services. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you to Marco for hosting a great event.